Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the tie point here. It's 2-2. Perhaps the pronunciation of one of the players, Ty, could be the player that comes out here.
It could very well be. I think it might have to be.
Well, we'll find out right now who it's going to be. It's Stats.
Whoa, you were right, Wolf. You got me.
I've got all these predictions perfectly so far today.
Yeah, man. You're going to get a prize at the end of today.
This is not what I would have done. But knowing the KT coach and watching him, through the years of Pro League, I had the feeling that Stats was going to be the choice.
It's dangerous, man. This is Vaani Research Station against Maru. Throwing out a Protoss here, it takes a lot of stones, man.
I'm gonna say. It's funny because you look at his ace match record right here. It's 5-1. Is he the one you want to send out last? He's been sent out 6 times last, and 5 out of 6 times he's had success. But still, in situations like this, they almost never send out players like this as their last player. And so it does leave him in a very vulnerable spot if he loses. And what this means at the bottom line is the KT roster coach has utmost confidence he's going to win. He's like 110% sure he's going to win.
Yeah.
That's what this means.
Well, he's going to be up against Maru. He is doing so well against Protoss. We already see him take apart Zest on Deadwing in usual fashion. We see him do it against every single Protoss these days. And to do it on I dare say it's a harder map for Protoss to play against Terranon with Vaani Research.
Yeah.
Such an exposed backdoor base there.
True.
But it does make sense why he would choose a Protoss play if he can get past Maru, because Coda and then Echo are the last 2 maps. Not too bad for Protoss.
Really good Protoss maps.
It's just about getting there.
Well, it's all about Maru right now. If he loses this, again, this has kind of been the story of Maru, right? If he loses the first game, they're in a terrible spot. If he loses the second game, they're still not in the best spot. If he loses the third game, they have a chance, but then they have to beat Stats, which is always a big, big difficulty that they're going to have to use one player for. And then KT, of course, has one last player they can rely on, probably either TY or Flash, more likely TY.
I think it all comes down to this match beyond any other. Whichever player wins this should go on to win the match.
Yeah.
They should be able to take down the last player no matter what.
Absolutely. Well said. All right, Maru taking a chug of that water. We're in the lobby now. Stats has been chosen. This could be the match, like you said, that decides everything. The momentum from this win may be impossible to overcome. The players are ready. Fans sending in their votes right here, right now. Some of them in the studio, some of them watching on TV at home. As it all comes down to whoever wins this will have almost an undefeatable amount of momentum going into that final match. Let's do this. Let's go into game number 5 to find out which one of these teams takes the lead. KT Rollster's player they've chosen here. They've taken a risk on this guy. It's Stats.
And up here in the north, Maru has to win at least this game to try and secure the win for Jin Air. Not even going to show the players' faces this time.
Yeah, it's 2 tenths.
It's 2 tenths.
Maru received 60% of the fan vote, predicting him to victory.
It was all me. I texted a bunch while you were in the bathroom, Wolf.
Is that what it was?
So I have that much faith in him on this map. Let's see what he's got planned there.
No. This map, let's talk about it. Backdoor base, exposed to drops, Widowmine drops, Hellion drops, especially in the early game, can be quite difficult. Then, as you go into the later stages of the game, there's a lot of dead space behind that backdoor base, which is, again, exposed, so it becomes a little bit more difficult to actually hold on to those bases against such a great dropping player like Maru, which is the reason why you were leaning more towards TY coming out on this map.
That's right. I do think, sure, in the early game, maybe the mid-game, players no doubt are going to be expecting the drops to be coming in that angle. And we've even saw Zest expect drops coming in, and it didn't actually matter at all. We still saw Maru get the job done. And it can happen any time during the game from then on after. Like, it's just about finding that window to drop in there, and you've almost guaranteed yourself a Nexus. It's so hard to defend in the mid to late game.
Right.
But look at this. Looks like we are going to see some aggressive play from Stats, setting up a probe top left.
Yeah, I expected to see Proxy Oracle versus Maru, because why play straight up against someone like this? It could actually just be a very aggressive, you know, God, if he plays as a Stargate there, that's insane.
That is insane.
Like, not just, this is not a proxy Stargate, this is almost like in-base proxy. All right, he's got the money for it now to drop it down.
He wants
pylon
to.
anyways.
Yeah.
It's a bit early, actually. He wants to go his core first. I'm getting ahead of him. We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, it's actually very early probe. It could just be a scout or just a very ambitious proxy.
I think it's going to be a very ambitious proxy.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look at that pylon up there. Wow.
This is something we've seen have success a lot if it goes unscouted.
Yeah,
and I feel like the reason why he sent the probe so early is if he sent it right now, it might run into a Reaper that checks around the edge.
Or the SCV as well, mind you.
Oh, is that a tight wall?
That's a tight wall as well. That SCV sees everything. I think this triggers Maru to check everywhere.
100%.
Check, absolutely, and he is.
I'm a bit surprised that he would make a tight wall like this.
Well, I guess there's no way of stopping that SCV from getting this kind of scout off. Like, whether it be, you know, it simply goes into the main base if there's a little spot open, checks everything, sees one pylon, so it's like there's something on the map.
It's almost as if he was expecting Maru to do like a CC first or something.
Well, the second thing is, if he scouts, it doesn't even matter. Because this Reaper's not going to kill a pylon before this Oracle comes out, right? So
oh, well, he's bringing SCVs.
Oh, so, okay, this is the one option.
He keeps the probe nearby. If he can protect the probe, if he can get another pylon up, it won't matter. And I think he will. There it goes.
Oh, look at that. Great placement on it, too.
So a lot of lost mining time here on these SCVs for no reason, essentially.
He's got to get Marines out now. 2 have started up. The reactor only just finished.
How many turrets do you think he's going to make with an Oracle this close? He doesn't have much time, and he doesn't have the money.
He's going to make 2, right?
At least 2. He's making a bunker. Okay, this is smart.
I like that.
That is essential.
I like that. It's about to pop out there.
Oh, he cancels the pylon. Oh, it gets out barely.
Wow. It's going to have to do so much damage. This pylon... sorry, this bunker's moments of finishing.
He's killing the Marines! One Marine goes down. He does not target the second Marine. Stops the turret instead. 3 kills only here. Kills that Marine before he gets in the bunker. Holy cow, but...
Doesn't matter.
It's deterred for now.
It's deterred. And now the natural expansion is finished as well, so we can turn that into an orbital. There's no risk of damage happening there. And somehow, some way, Maru, he held it.
And he puts a proxy factory right outside the natural to expedite his drops, but will it get scouted?
No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it for now.
We're so close to being scouted here.
I like this counter.
Me too.
I like this reaction.
Keep in mind also, Stats tight walled himself in, so he's going to have to kill one of his own pylons coming up shortly here as well, which has been annoying. He intentionally lets the Reaper die instead of sending it back towards that factory just to make sure that the factory does not get scouted.
Yeah, that's a big one. And it's going to be done before this Nexus, so it can actually start getting units out.
He's going to land it in the main.
Yeah, he's going to land it in the pocket natural here, and he's going to start pumping out, I'm guessing it's going to be Widow Mines.
No doubt. I mean, Hellions wouldn't be terrible either, but the Robo is so late that Widow Mines seem to be the optimal choice.
He does have an Oracle, mind you. He does have an Oracle.
This turret is not ready yet.
Oh, it's on like 10 HP to go before it finishes.
30 minerals. Oh, he doesn't grab that. Grab that mule, get the 30 minerals.
Oracle is actually out of energy too, mind you, so it will not have the ability to detect this mine.
He's been spotted. This factory isn't within vision range of the Nexus, but he doesn't have any units to deter it right now. Here comes that first Widow Mine. Walking in here, he doesn't seem to notice it.
I don't think he does. He does now. Okay, Conative charge.
That probe is just waiting to be killed. The Observer is on the way. These two are just not messing around in this game.
No, I love this style. And we actually see Marines coming down the map as well to start applying pressure to the front here. If they get a pylon before the warp gate finishes, that is also a huge blow.
Yeah, that's the only pylon powering those 2 structures.
Yep. They do a lot of work here. It's still a little while to go before this warp gate finishes, and I think he might kill it before it finishes.
Oh, it's going to be close. He does stop it from finishing.
Wow.
And now the wall is open. And he loses the Oracle.
Oh,
this is starting to look like a very bad situation here.
If he gets the Cybercore as well, things just actually get ridiculous.
Even the referee behind Stats looks nervous, man.
This is insane.
He's going to stop it, I believe.
Oh,
it is denied.
No.
And now Marines Marines rolling in. One Stalker will pop out, but both sentries are targeted.
Mothership core as well.
Is being targeted here.
Where's the photon overcharge?
He's not using it.
He had
doesn't use
120
it.
energy.
He has so much energy. He's going to trade a lot of Marines for this.
He is completely falling apart. He could not believe it.
He could have easily saved the Mothership core. He could have easily saved that.
He could have used photon overcharge at any point there. He had the energy for it. He was just not thinking. I think he's reeling from the fact that he lost warp gate research, you know, as it was 99% done.
And he had to replace his cyber core to replace several pylons.
And now Widow Mines have begun production again inside that pocket natural.
And he made an immortal, and his observer is actually far away, so this should kill at least one probe.
It should at least. It's going to force a pull. And here we go.
It's about to finish. There it is. Let's see how quickly he reacts. He's got his finger on it. Pulls away. We'll let one probe go. And the Widow Mine will be deterred. The second observer pops out here. He doesn't have that Mothership core energy anymore.
No.
And he's going to have to use that immortal to fight here. Don't forget, Widow Mines are still in production.
He's still in production here. And, you know, a couple of Zelts coming out there. Maybe it's enough at the front here, but with them a Marauder or two, it could get a little bit trickier. The
immortal is the key. He's going to have to target those Marauders down. But the Mothership is going to go down shortly afterwards as well. Good micro here by Maru. Immortals do have a lot of hit points, but good control here by Maru. Forces it down. Probes off the line yet again. I think this might actually just be too much.
I think it just might be. There's a stream coming across the map, so everything's getting picked off. No warp gate just yet either.
It doesn't kill him, but it's doing too much damage.
It's forcing units off the mineral line as well. And now there's a Widow Mine about to pop out in that natural again. So the Colossus out, you know, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that he lost his expensive Mothership core twice.
Here we go, Widow Mine.
Oh, he's not paying attention.
Oh.
That was close.
Oh, look at that.
Repositioning it, forcing more lost mining time. There's no units nearby. He's probably going to lift it again. Decides to just get the one kill. Other Widow Mine's close by the finishing. And stats. Look at his money.
Look at that money.
He's not even able to use it.
He should be making extra gateways as
well.
He
should, but he's not.
Sims finished, going for that Colossus.
It looks like KT's gamble here is just simply not going to pay off. Maru will kill this Colossus. Oh! Yep, he gets it with his dying breath.
Wow.
Stats finally adding those gateways way too late.
Way too late. You know, he's completely put off from everything that's happened so far. Such a crazy game. Third base going down now for Maru. More units just coming across the map. You know, he's going to keep applying pressure. There's only one sentry and one Colossus at the front.
6 kills on that Widow Mine as well.
Oh, man.
He let it happen. He was not looking. He was looking at something else, perhaps chrono boosting his range or his blink. But this game is essentially over.
I would love to see Stats' face right now while this is all happening. It's such a shame that they're off. There we go. We got a view of them now. Yeah. He's looking worried, man, and as he should. Double drop.
There comes the drop. He does have photon overcharge. He uses it this time. His Colossi not able to do the damage because the Marauders were split into 2 sets. And the second Colossus looks like it will fall as well.
Just way too much damage happening here. Photon overcharge should clean up everything eventually.
But actually, not even necessarily. I think the medevacs out-heal the damage here with a good micro. Okay, he starts targeting the medevacs. Smart choice. But still, if he targets the medevacs, that means the Marauders stay alive. They kill the Stalkers. They kill the Sentry. They kill Stats.
He can go into the natural now, and there's nothing to stop him. Running on by. He could even do a ceremony. Yeah. I would love to see that at this point. It's just been such a ridiculous game.
Going to kill this one Stalker. Ooh, not quite. But just continue to rally his units. I'd love him to just make it. I'd love to see him just make like an absurd building inside of Stats' base.
Oh,
like a fusion core.
It's time. I think it's time for Maru to get a little cheeky. Little army here to defend against this. Has blink.
He needs to be careful not to overextend with these, but he does unload the majority of these units. But it's going to trade him evenly at worst, which he's so far ahead that if he trades evenly, he's getting an advantage.
Well, he's up, 50 supply. He can do whatever he wants.
Targeting the Nexus now. Another Colossus is about to pop out. He's just going to kill a few probes. Even one more Marauder lifted in here. And again, trading evenly at worst. And that's all Maru needs to do at this point. Killing those expensive Colossi. Continuing his better production off of his much better economy on 3 base with triple mules.
Stats is hanging on for now, but it's all in vain at this point when you're this far behind, down a whole base.
Yeah, it's not like he doesn't know about it. The Stargate has seen it.
The Stargate has scouted the 3rd base, and how saturated it is. It's just about Maru getting enough units together to finish the job.
This is Maru should probably just consolidate his army and quit doing these, what is essentially a ceremony, just kind of sending small groups of units and just showing his micro ability over and over and over again. Should he continue to do this and Stats starts to get some momentum, he might be able to attack that third base with that forward pylon we see placed.
Yeah, well, you know, he's warping in a couple of zealots there now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a mild annoyance for Maru at this point, who has consolidated his army here outside the base. A lot of mules just got dropped, actually, so that's a bit annoying that that's the timing in which these zealots do hit. But look at this, reinforcements alone will easily be able to clean up 2 zealots.
Oh, there we go. He's going to try down the bottom of that ramp, but look at that concave. Maru, we've seen that so many times in the past.
There is not a single position where a Colossus can hit multiple units.
Yeah, that was beautiful, beautiful positioning there.
Every Colossus beam hits 1 Marauder. That's not what you want to do.
He's so good at making Colossus redundant, even though they're alive. Like, just beautiful concaves every time.
Double gold base expand.
Now, that's a good ceremony. If this game's going to drag out, take every base in the map. Why not? Keep him on 2 base and have some fun. But it looks like Stats is going to press the issue because he knows he's in so much trouble.
Well, going to lose Colossi here again. At least one of them. Perhaps both. Yep, here come the Marauders to finish it off. Yeah. That should be game. No doubt he'll type out here. Will not want to stick around on this one. Sends a Stalker over here, which will also not even be able to deny this base.
3 gold bases going up for Maru.
I want to see the count. How many Colossi have died this game? Like 7 or 8?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Good micro here on Stats' units. Actually, incredible micro by Stats, but it's not enough. GG. Maru nearly closing it out here. KT's gamble.
Crazy game. Absolutely insane. Massive blunder from Stats there, you know, with that Mothership core especially. That led to a series of unfortunate events. And Jin Air, 1 win away now.
Yeah, 1 win away, man. You know, it was such a close prediction set that we had for today for who was going to win this match. And I never expected, I predicted Jin Air, but I would never expect it would have been just simply Maru who's almost able to get the reverse all kill here.
Right.
And he's 1 win away from doing so.
Who do they have left that? We've talked about it so much in the past. Like, who do they actually use now? I think all they have left are Terran players to try and take down Maru.
You think it's going to be TY, don't you?
I'm still sticking to TY.
I think it's going to be Flash.
Do you think it's going to be Flash?
He has more experience in this place, and I feel like the KT roster coach puts his experience over TY's recent skills.
All right.
We've seen this before. We've seen the KT roster coach put Flash out in ace matches when Flash is on a losing streak. And I feel like just based on the history, not based on like what I would do, based on history, I think Flash is what we're going to see here.
Right.
He's been fielded in countless ace matches in playoffs, in regular season.
Lost countless times because of it too. So it's a tough one. Maybe they're going to do it regardless. Coda is the map.
I think either choice is decent. I think TY is the better pick. You know, we could talk craziness. I don't think we're going to see Sleep. No doubt we're not seeing Penguin.
I hope not. I hope not, Wolf. Maybe we'll see Believe.
First is another possibility, I suppose. I would see First more than anyone else besides these 2 Terrans. Anyone else is kind of crazy.
You know, Sleep, you know, he is a pretty good player. At least he used to be. It's been a long time since we got to see him there. I did like Sleep once upon a time. You know,
he was really good at a time.
He was fantastic.
Consistently overseas tournaments, doing well. One of the better players in the GSTL. Back in the day, he was on Azubu. But anyways, we are going to take a 10-minute break, guys, before we go to potentially the last map of the night.